Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 38, recorded in Kendi's box room.
All right.
Yeah, I can't put the headphones fully on because of me hair.
What?
To keep the young ones happy.
Your hair?
I just did me hair because I'm off below. These are over-the-head headphones where they're going to leave a big mark.
I didn't actually even notice your hair was done. Although it is now that I can see it, it's parted significantly to the left.
You didn't notice, no? I just needed you to notice this week, that's all. Just once could you notice. I noticed that you were a beautiful new hoodie.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
You noticed my hair.
Sorry.
Now, a special episode, Ray. Do you want to explain what happened?
Right. I suppose I may take full responsibility for this one.
Yeah.
This is now Saturday.
Tis.
Saturday, the 9th of March.
Aye.
Last Tuesday night / Wednesday morning, episode 38 should have been released.
That's right.
It wasn't released, and I take full responsibility for it.
Why do you take full responsibility?
I had a load of stuff, and I came in here Monday evening and we recorded, and I came back in Tuesday evening and recorded, and none of my stuff was any good, and Kendi wasn't enjoying it, and it was, only mediocre. And after the Savage John Cleary episode of episode 37,
yeah,
John Cleary's Fair Sound.
Yeah, he Fair Sound.
I didn't necessarily want to go throwing out, stuff that wasn't great.
Yeah.
So I said, we're going to have to take a break for a week.
Yeah, we breaked a week.
A week break.
Yeah. Took a wee week break.
I took a week break. And I'm very sorry. I heard people were vexed.
There's a few people vexed. I got some calls from internationals. We got one girl from Canada.
Yeah.
But she was nice about it now. She just said, sorry guys, I'm just wondering, is there an episode called? So that was little Luigi Jennings. I'm just trying to pick them off the top of my head.
I was asked, was I religious? And I emailed the man back and I said, well, I'm moderately religious. I said, why do you ask? He says, because you must have given up the podcast for Lent, did you? So he's a right funny man, you know who you are, huh? Alan, huh? So he wasn't happy. There was a couple other heads.
Yeah, there was abroad in America, the Americans weren't happy either. They were saying, straight away, what's going on? The Tuesday night, I was getting vexed.
I'm sorry.
No, but it wasn't just you, in fairness, though. It was Kendi as well. And also, we hadn't time.
We were flat out.
We actually hadn't time. We were trying to push in records in the middle of nowhere and then say, right, we might try and get it edited tonight between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
You know what one of our very good friends compared last week's episode to?
Go on.
It's like watching Ronaldo playing with Shamrock Rovers.
Who said that?
I won't tell you.
Oh, Jesus.
He kind of alluded to that anyway, and and Mr. Cleary was Ronaldo.
Yeah, he was certainly Ronaldo.
He was very good.
Nutmegging us all over the place.
An even bigger insult was when my mother texted me last night and says, actually, I'm going to read the message.
Go on.
Hold on now, this is a good crack. She says to me, hope you had a nice weekend, full stop, question mark. Right, so she stopped and she left
She's
it hang.
wondering.
Yeah,
I hope you had a nice weekend.
Hope you had nice weekend, not
Oh, yeah.
Hope you had nice weekend.
Yeah.
She's been economical now on the small knocky, you know.
Is she still working off the pay per letter?
She's the tiniest little Nokia phone. It's a call credit phone, like.
Does she?
Oh, and up till Christmas there before the girls bought her like a call who you want plan.
Right.
She'd be forever getting rid of you off the phone.
A call who you want plan. Yeah. That's what Vodafone called it because they got so vexed with people ringing them. Instead of everything's free, this call who you want. You know the old ones ringing them up and saying, I was trying to ring my sister and she's in America and you said I could get all my calls for free and I wasn't. No, you can't get international calls. So eventually, call who you want. Don't care. Call whoever you want.
And that's now available from all good Vodafone stores.
Yeah, the call who
you want plan. What else did she say? Quiet here. That was the next line.
Lovely. Quiet
here. And I'd say that was her sitting in the kitchen looking around going, what will I say next? It is quiet here. And then she gives a little bit of background in on what she's at.
Right.
Just routine cleaning.
Okay. Nothing special.
No special cleaning.
Not a springtime clean. There's no one coming over.
No, it's just routine cleaning. Yeah.
Because Mum used to do the good deep clean when someone was coming over, you know. You'd have to get in behind the couches and everything.
She wasn't at that.
They're not looking behind the couch, Mum.
But she knows it's there.
I want to play FIFA. Leave me alone. Saturday afternoon.
She then kind of references, she gives Dad a wee shout out. Right. She goes, and no, she abbreviates his name as well. Dad's name's Michael, and she spells it ML. And that makes me wonder, she really is lazy when it comes to texting.
Is his middle name L or something?
No, Michael. Michael busy with football, / credit union quiz, etc. So now we know exactly what's going on in the house. It's fair quiet. she's doing a bit of routine cleaning, and Dad is busy with football and the credit union quiz.
Lovely. And you didn't ask for any of that, but okay.
Yeah, and here's now where she refers to last week's, and this is massive for me. She goes, heard podcast, right? Great. Dad said one of the better broadcasts.
Lovely.
That is massive praise coming from your father who doesn't like listening to you.
Yeah, that's great. We're getting a bit of recognition from ML.
From ML.
Did you refer back to everything that she had asked on that message then?
I didn't reply to her at all.
Because Mum has this thing where she says she texts us and we'll just either text back, yeah, or right, regardless of what she's kind of asked us, like, you know.
Well, that's all you
and
say
she's
back.
ranked us. Mum has ranked us in who texts her back or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she says, Mark, you're the worst.
For responses.
I never text her back. Mum's a panicker though, you know that?
When you wouldn't text back, she'd be worried about you.
She thinks something's wrong. She rings Nicola then. Let's say an hour goes by and I haven't texted her back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead in her head, like. Charlie's gone.
She's ringing funeral directors and she's
like there was
picking out a skirt.
There was a really bad flu like weeks ago, and Mum had heard that people had died of the flu. Like obviously older people whose immune system had gone. I was in bed and I didn't answer my phone, and she rang Nicola panicking, and Nicola then woke me up and said, "Your mum is looking for you." And Mum rang and said, "Oh, sorry, it's just I heard someone died from the flu in Mayo." I said, "I'm in bed in Sligo." How? That's where Mum's head goes.
It's nice though. It's nice.
I don't know. It's not even Marie Mammy. No, it's a. It is.
Just your father's girlfriend. Will we start with a drink? Sean O'Reilly has unwittingly donated what's left of his bottle of Jameson. As in,
Great.
Sean, I have your Jameson.
Thanks a million, Sean, without knowing.
Yeah, and I went ahead then and purchased the other element, which is, yes, you've guessed it, original West Coast Cooler.
Oh, we're drinking what you got me on Friday night.
Yes. When we went out and had the drink on Friday, we drank something we called loopy juice.
Loopy juice.
Or as one of the boys call it, la hoopy juice.
Why would you call it that?
I don't know.
Just
Try and make it sound exciting.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
Well,
loopy juice is, folks, and we're going to try it tonight, and I probably will have to get a taxi home because this is very
strong.
This is concocted. Always good for the owl.
I do enjoy a drop
podcast.
of Jameson, you know that?
Oh, yeah.
I usually have with a ginger ale. Not usually a West Coast cooler.
There's West Coast Cooler there inside in the glass.
Lovely.
A goodly amount of both. Is there alcohol in West Coast Cooler?
Yeah, there is a little bit, like 4% job.
Oh, should be like an old baby sham.
Surely there is.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Now.
There has to be.
Right, okay. So
Do you have to mix it up with your finger or something?
no. 2 glasses of loopy juice, lads.
You sure you don't have to mix it up?
Not at all. It'll mix in your mouth. Cheers.
Like mouthwash.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Mind yourself there now.
I think you got the ratio wrong, Ray.
Why?
Oh, man. There's a lot of whiskey in that now.
Is there? Do you want more West Coast Cooler? I'll put more
man.
West Coast Cooler in.
Jeez, you're strong now.
We started off with craft beers and look at us now, lads.
We're we're like 2 students.
It's Rag
It's
Week,
Rag
Kendi.
Week. Yeah. It is Rag Week, and in my old age, I've been to plenty of Rag Week when I used to be in the colleges.
Dude, would you gone to one?
Like, I used to enjoy the Rag Weeks.
Would you have raised and given?
I wouldn't have given nothing. I would have raised the roof now in a few local nightclubs, maybe about the height of us. But I just love them. Great crack, running around town, drinking during the day, shouting at people.
Wearing jerseys.
Yeah, apparently raising and giving, didn't see us. And then I went into town today to go and do my weekly bankings.
Right.
Because the wallet was full to the brim, I couldn't hold any more. I had to give. I went into the bank and they said, Ken, do we have room? We haven't room for any more of your pound. Like, so I went in and I saw a load of them using the ATM.
Right.
About 2 o'clock in the day.
Yeah.
Loaded to the brim, drinking open bottles of wine. There's no open bottle law now in Ireland anymore, I don't think.
No, not for Rag Week, no.
Obviously not.
No.
And there was one girl, and she was roaring at her friend across the road. Hey! Hey! Aisling! Aisling! And when Aisling turned around, she just gave her the 2 middle fingers. That's all she wanted her for.
Yeah.
That's all. And there was people walking around. I was mortified. I was like, oh, Jesus, get me out of this place quick. And I realised that at the age of 27, it is not 7-8 years ago, I was at the same crack roaring at Aisling across the road, sticking up the fingers at her.
Yeah.
And you grow up fair quick, don't you?
No, you don't. I go to them every year. Yeah, last year we went to one of them. Went to one of the banging discos.
Did you?
Yeah, smuggled in a bottle of Buckfast and a weed flagon.
Did you seriously?
We did, yeah.
Ray,
Why wouldn't you? They're banging discos. They're the height that DJs like.
you're a veteran. You shouldn't be going to these things.
No, what they look at me as is definitely an undercover cop.
Yeah,
That's what they look at me like.
That's
I'm there
what
in
they
the,
think,
the
yeah.
puffy jacket going, he's an undercover cop.
Yeah, for sure.
He's DS, he's drug squad.
You're a devil, man. You're trying to hang on to that youth, man. It's not there anymore.
I do enjoy the banging disco.
Well, I don't know. I won't be going to any rag weeks anyway, that's for sure. But the best luck to all the Sligo students. Be safe, be sound. Keep an eye on each other. As Mammy'd say, mind your drinks.
Mind your drinks.
Mind your drinks, because they say now that they're always dropping them into them. Who's saying it, Mammy? I don't know. Who?
It's true, though.
Mav has that thing, they say.
They say.
There's
people
always
get
a day.
spiked.
Like, but who? Like, who's they? Oh, they say now that, you know, that the roads are more lethal nowadays than they ever were. Or they say now that there's going to be 6 weeks of rain. Drive carefully. Who are they, ma'am? Who's telling you these things? That's another one she would have had. They say now that they just dropped them in. They could drop anything into them now, they say.
You ever been spiked?
I haven't been spiked. No. Have you been spiked?
Sorry, the way you answered that.
I have spiked before.
Yeah, that's the way you answered that. You said, no, I haven't been spiked. Buzz.
Yeah, I haven't. Nor have I ever.
Did I tell you I went up to see one of our contributors, young Darroch?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did?
I did.
You went up abroad to Dublin, did a
Up
night
to
out.
Dublin. Did
Yeah.
a night out, so I did above it in Dublin.
Yeah.
He plays in Temple Bar.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus, is mental.
He plays in
The Badass
Cafe.
every Friday and Saturday night. If you'd
That's
like
right.
to go see him, between
Yeah.
9 and 2. It's a marathon of a gig.
5 hours he
I
plays
was
for.
wrecked at 1 o'clock and I wasn't playing.
Man, he'd have him out like Andy's flip-flop by the end of it. Singing for 5 hours.
And he's a young lad with him, Jar.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see him taking Darroch under his wing. and
It's
giving him a
actually
start.
great because what you're doing for him is brilliant.
Yeah, fair play to you,
Absolutely
Jar.
brilliant. Fair play
Thanks,
to you,
taking
Joe.
him under the wing. A couple of things I learned at that gig, though.
Go on.
First of all, Temple Bar is synonymous for the Owl Fortners.
Tis.
It'll be
Medicines.
people coming in on their holidays. It's like the Irish version of Disney.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
essentially what it is.
Yeah.
And one thing happened. One of the ladies I was with, she'd be a sister of mine, Joanne. Joanne wanted a song played for her
Oh, yeah.
and asked me, what should I ask for? Now, Darroch does a lovely job of Friends in Low Places by Gary
does.
Brooks. He does a lovely job.
And the head clean off Gary Brooks too.
Anyway, Joanne went up and asked for Friends in Low Places, and sure as hell, Darroch obliged.
Yeah.
And tore into it. If ever there was a way of gauging the Irishness of a crowd,
Yeah.
it's play that song.
You go away.
It went down like a lead balloon.
Go away.
Yeah. Nobody knew what was going on. No one sang along.
So
If you do that in Ballantyne of a night,
you will bring the house down. That's
Or-
called the
or-
fire brigade. That's
Yeah.
called the police.
everybody be singing it.
Someone call a policeman quick. He's after playing Gary Brooks. Can someone please call a policeman, please?
They had to finish it. They had to cut it halfway through.
No way.
They had to come back out and go to something else.
And why is that? Is that because the Americans don't appreciate it?
Oh, yeah. You can't be here in your own backyard.
Yeah, I suppose we might have some of that. No, the Irish people that cling to their tunes, Ray. We never get sure. We're still playing fucking Wagon Wheel, boy.
That's true. Come here. Did you hear the head was found?
Oh, they found the head.
Yeah.
Thank God. What head?
The mummy.
Huh?
The mummy's head.
Your old lady or my old lady? Because I haven't got wind of this yet.
No, there was a St. Mickens church. I should have saved this for next week. St. Mickens.
The patron saint to Kennedy. That's what he is.
St. Mickens Church near Smithfield in Dublin was vandalised on the weekend of the 23rd to the 25th of February.
Bastards.
And they went in, desecrated a couple of graves. It was a crypt underneath the church. And what they did was they decapitated an 800-year-old corpse of a crusader, they say.
Oh,
And they took away his head.
no way.
And now the Gardaí, through information provided to them, found the head.
Go away.
So now they can return the head to the body.
And I wonder, is it still intact? Because an 800-year-old head.
Yeah, no, it's a skull like.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
brown skull.
Yeah, gee, she'd be disintegrated.
Yeah. I wouldn't like that to happen to me.
To get beheaded or to have it taken
no,
away
just
from
I'd
you?
be tipping
Like-
away there, relaxing in my coffin for 800 years. And
Aye.
next thing, all of a sudden, some little Dublin shite. Buddy, I'm going to bring you home, you know. You're going to sit at the top of my bedroom. Woo.
He'd be keeping sucky sweets inside
Yeah.
this, in the cranium.
So, we're here anyway. It's Saturday. It's taken us a few days to get back to it. But
Right.
I've come up with a dastardly plan
Yeah.
to knock a special episode out.
I got woken up at the very cruel time of 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
What the hell, Ray, were you ringing about at 2:30 in the afternoon for waking him up out of the bed?
Sorry. Because I wanted to get your, approval that we could do this because I had to get myself ready.
Ray says to me, where you playing tonight? Mm-hmm. I says,
Me
I'm
knowing
playing...
full well where you were playing.
Yeah, I know,
I knew
I-
full well. 'cause
But
I've
I
seen
knew
the-
by the heading you on the phone that you had something in mind. So he says, where? I says, Limerick City. He says, right, I can go with you. And I said, Jesus, Ray, let me wipe the sleep off my eyes first and get my head around this.
Yeah.
You want to get the full hot fuss experience.
I want to see and I want to go down and I want to bring microphones.
Yeah.
And I want to try and do a night in the life of an Irish cover band.
Yeah.
Is essentially what I want to do. I want to document what happens in a stereotypical night at Kendi.
Yeah.
Because I do
Because
leave
everyone wants to know.
Oh, that's what we did focus groups and stuff with people, and they've all come back and said we'd love to know what happens when you stop recording and Kendi goes to the gig.
Yeah, because it's funny because just before you asked to do that, Louis Theroux had asked me could he do a piece as well.
I was shocked at him, Louis Theroux,
because he
came out this week and he says, "Let you don't be thinking Hawley Jackson,
Hawley,
or Michael, or Mihal as we like to call him here in Ireland."
We're jumping straight in.
He came out and he says he's as guilty as sin.
Yeah.
Obviously, this podcast we don't try and take sides.
Yeah, we're not going to try and take sides.
No.
And let's do it the diplomatic.
Let's do the diplomatic approach to Michael Jackson scandal.
If you are acquitted of charges, you are not guilty, right?
Right.
That's what's in Kendi's head.
But
But
if you find two fellas that are willing to go on the telly and say that it actually happened, then that reverses the acquittal and you become guilty.
But you don't, though. You don't become...
Oh no, you're guilty of sin because RTE Radio have stopped playing Michael Jackson's
I know,
tunes.
it's a bit
It's
mad.
over now. It's finished.
He's guilty. That's it. Now, having said that, there is an overwhelming amount of people that have come forward and said, and we know that stuff happened in Neverland.
We did.
That never should have happened.
In
probably.
Neverland. Right.
And also, I want to figure out who are these parents. I don't know who these American parents are. You want to sort that out a minute because you can't be letting your children sleep with grown fellas.
There was a fabulous sketch on the Facebook there, the fucking agents.
The fucking agents, yeah.
And they showed the difference between an American child asking their father what could they sleep with an now lad, and the American father went, "Yeah, go on ahead,
no problem."
And then the Irish young lad comes up and asks the Irish, "I want to sleep with an now lad," and the Irish father went,
"Get the golf clubs.
Get the golf clubs, Mary. I'm going down and pay this lad a visit."
Yeah, it seems odd.
And it was just perfectly done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that was the power of Hawley Jackson. Yeah. Now, he had an awful upbringing, but it does not excuse it, nor was nothing's been proven yet, Ray.
I haven't finished. I only started watching it last night.
Yeah, I haven't watched it at all, so I don't know anything about it. But the idea of banning his music, if you don't want to listen to Michael Jackson's music nowadays because it upsets you, the stories upset you, and you can't pull yourself to listen anymore. I completely get that. And Louis Theroux said that. He said, "I just can't find it hard to listen to it now, knowing what I know." But if you want to listen to it and you think it's fantastic music, separate the artist from
It's probably hard to do.
All I'm saying is, I do enjoy a drop of Billie Jean. Fair play to Hawley Jackson. I get he took it to the grave with him anyway if he got away with it.
He did. I see Stevie Wonder's come out and said he'd never seen him touching any child. I seen that on Facebook today. Stevie, you know, like.
Oh, I saw nothing. Anyway, so Ray, you're coming down below.
Aye.
You're going to join me on the road.
I'm going to bring everybody, all the listeners, on the road with Kendi.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what happens after he leaves here of a Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And I'm going to document it.
You'll see how unglamorous it is.
I'd like to think that during the podcast, we get a bit of a view of you on the road in a shit brown Skoda.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a little bit of an inclination of how your bandmates feel about each other and about you, most of the time. And mostly I'd like to try and get a couple of punters' reactions to the premier top number one wedding band in the country.
Idea.
So we shall pack up now, take the laptop with us, and we'll await the shit brown Skoda for the spin down to Limerick. The Kendi and Raybo podcast are on tour!
Good luck.
Cheers, we're away.
We're on the road to Limerick.
Yeah.
I try and drive with a mic in me gob.
Yeah.
But I thought, gee, she was a fine young one in that yoke. See you on the Duke.
No. In the Nissan Duke.
I may slow down. I mustn't have overtaken her.
Whatever happened to you in the jiu-jitsu? The junkie jiu-jitsu?
I haven't gone in 2 weeks.
Why is that?
But I have been going since, like. I did 8 weeks of it, sure.
You did not do 8 weeks.
I did do 8 weeks of it, sure.
Did you?
I'm a registered. I'm not allowed. If I fight someone tonight in Limerick, I'll lose my jiu-jitsu license. Because I'm actually a lethal weapon. Do you know what I mean?
You did 8 weeks of it. You kept that very quiet.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but sure, assassins have to be quiet, Ray. You can't go around telling everyone you're a ninja.
That's like, you know Sean's Riley out lad?
Sure, yeah.
Whose birthday, by the way, it was recently.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Fair play to you, mate.
Red John O'Reilly.
Why'd you call him Red John O'Reilly?
Because back in the day he was known as Red John.
Why?
Because apparently back in the day, you know, he was known for someone you wouldn't be messing with,
Go away.
like, about Cavan. Oh, Jesus, he would, yeah.
He knocks skulls.
Oh, he would, yeah. But now he gave young Sean's Riley a great bit of advice once.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to go hitting a lad,
Don't be telling them.
don't be advertising it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It was the best advice. I think it's the best advice
Yeah.
any old fella's ever given his son. If you're going to hit someone, don't be fecking telling them.
Yeah. Don't be
Just-
standing there going,
Because
I'm going to bait you.
yeah, because he probably saw plenty of that in his youth, and we've seen it as well. Like, don't come near me now, mate. Whatever.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
Straight in, box into the jaw.
Yeah.
And I've always said this. I'm a huge fan of the wind up one hand, wind it right up, and then jab with the other hand. That is flawless. I've seen it in many a cartoon where it works.
Would you be
Or the look over there, you know that one? Hey, come here, what's that? And then uppercut. That's a huge one. It's worked many a time, but I can't do it anymore because I'm a registered assassin.
Do you know what I'd love to do some night if I was in a fighting situation?
Yeah.
Is have a wee tin of spinach somewhere on my person. And
Yeah.
just before crack is about to start, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Whip out a tin opener.
Yeah.
And open me tin of spinach.
And get
'Cause-
2 tumours in your forearms. Like, no one talked about the fact that Popeye was severely unwell.
Unwell.
Because you can't have 2 massive forearms and tiny little arms.
That's true.
And he chain smoked that pipe, Ray. Let's talk about it. Like, let's get real about it. Like, he was smoking the equivalent of 40 Benson a day through a pipe.
Do you want to take it handy around them corners now, if you wouldn't mind?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And
fuck.
stop tailgating the lad, will
This
you?
is why
Just
I
pull
like
back a
driving
small
on my
bit.
own. Like, look, we're now stuck behind a tractor carrying another tractor.
I just thought it was a tall tractor.
I mean, this is the life of rural Sligo. This is what you get caught behind, like.
So anyway, we're going to bring company with us down to Limerick.
That's right.
In fairness, they kind of said they'd go. And we said, oh really? Why would you want to do that? Like, because you said yourself that it's not going to be nice tonight.
It's all fun and games until you realise you're in Limerick at 2:30 and you're 2.5 hours away from Sligo.
Very true. We're going to be introducing you to Luigi and Hannah, the 2 fine young ones that we decided to bring with
Yeah.
us tonight on our tour with the cover band
Yeah.
down to Limerick.
Fly on the wall.
Pulling in here now to collect the 2 yours.
Wish not.
Are they sitting there in the fancy Hyundai?
Big fucking fancy Hyundai.
Jesus, a 172. A Tucson. Oh no, it's not. It's the other yoke beside it.
It's the Focus. It's the fucking Focus.
Oh, she left the Focus there.
Hello! How are the viewers?
Hello!
Welcome, girls.
Thanks for having us.
Don't bother talking.
Thanks for the lift.
And why did you want to come to Limerick?
To see Ireland's #1 premier world wedding band.
Oh,
Hot
that's
fuss.
the right answer. Yeah, so you're one up straight away. Sorry about that now, Hannah. Come here, have you ever seen Hot Fuss before?
No.
You are in for a
I'm a
mediocre
hot
treat.
fuss virgin.
You are going to be pleasantly okay with how it goes.
Hannah, are you a hot fuss virgin?
I think I am.
Did you bring any drink with you for the prinking?
I thought we were stopping for naggins.
Yeah.
We're
We
not
said-
fucking
but
stopping at
we,
J. It's
we
A to
said
B.
we were stopping like 6 times.
No, but it's A to B.
You enjoyed that, you did.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Now, as Mammy would say, sometimes it's nice to eat at home, but then sometimes it's nice to eat out then as well. She always contradicts herself, like, when she says so. It's nice sometimes to be at home, but then sometimes it's nice then not to be at home as well at the same time. She understood that.
Did you hear that there's bad weather coming?
I can see it, sure. It's on the windscreen.
No, I mean there's some. The stat is yellow. Rain, hail, sleet, thunder, lightning, everything coming.
All that. I actually didn't hear that. When's it supposed to come?
11 o'clock tonight.
No way!
Yeah. Ice, snow,
Shut the front door.
cats and dogs.
It's raining cats and dogs. That's a great phrase. I haven't heard that in a long time. That's what part of Ireland is it supposed to hit?
West.
Fuck's sake.
So we took a chance coming with you, in fairness.
Yeah, you definitely did, yeah. I mean, God forbid, like, at least if I had gotten an accident, at least you could all say, well, look, at least we weren't with him. Do you know what I mean? Fuck's sake, Ray.
It's a comfortable ride, isn't it, Mark?
This yo.
Mark's car, yeah.
The word myself, Ray. The word myself, Ray, it's a comfortable ride, like. It'll treat you well, this yoke, like, it'll get you where you're going.
Coming up on Tuam, lads, now. Is he going to take the motorway? I think he will.
Choom.
Fast
Is there
town
a
Ireland.
motorway?
Yeah, this is the new road.
I'm a motorway virgin. This is the first time
Well,
for me.
we'll break your motorway hymen as we speak. We're going to put on to it.
Be gentle.
It's
Awful
okay,
word.
the car's really smooth.
It's a terrible word. Yeah, don't worry, it's a smooth ride onto it. You won't even know it's gone.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yep. We're about 5 minutes out from Limerick City. Made good time down despite the stop, Ray, in Ballantyne.
Yeah, but I feel better after the stop. You're not a bad driver, I'll give you that.
Yeah, well, did I genuinely, girls, now tell the truth, right? Did I make you nervous at any stage driving down here?
Only that double tractor takeover on the N17.
That was the only dangerous part.
Yeah.
Because the boys in band tell me that I drive like a lunatic. It makes me worry a small bit that I do drive like a lunatic.
When I'm driving, lately, I've been finding that I've had to have the belt and top button of the jean open.
Oh God.
Because I find it's more comfortable. Now, I worry though that when I be driving and if something was to happen to me and if I was to be involved in some class of an accident and I find myself unconscious, we'll say, in a ditch, and the Gardaí will come along and they'll see that my trousers are half open and they'll think I was shaking hands with myself whilst driving, and as a result that might have what have led to the crash. And I wonder, I suppose, would my insurance cover it? That the hearsay that might be brought on by such an event.
You got to read your insurance policies fully. See if you have a shaking hands with yourself clause in it.
Yeah. But the way I look at it is, if I put this on record now, saying that that's what I do, that when it happens, people will be able to refer back to the podcast, this particular podcast, and go, ah yeah, Ray always travels with the trouser open.
Oh yeah, come here. How come it's only lately that you started opening the button though and the zip?
I don't know.
It's because you're 35.
Well, when was the first time that it happened? Did you do it by accident and realise this is...
No, I was
like
just
this?
finding the old belt was digging into me a little bit, you know.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I may loosen that out a wee bit. So if I started off kind of innocent enough, and I just undid the belt, and then I found that the belt wasn't causing the problem at all. It was more so the top of the jeans. Now it could be a faulty jean.
No, well, I think with the way you're going, Ray, you'll be down to the jock soon, like, because it seems to be a gradual progression into driving naked. Huh? You'll be doing the handbrake with your Mickey or something, man. I love the people in Limerick, right? Amazing, really down-to-earth people, but I always hit this button in my car every time I come into the city. It's just a special Limerick button, and it does.
The Limerick feature.
Yeah, just a Limerick feature, and it's on all new Skodas.
Yeah.
So.
And how are we for time? We're not bad.
We're on 8:30 now, so we should be there.
So
The lads will be loading in, and hopefully they will have loaded in the gear by the time I get there, so then I can avoid the rain and also say, shit, lad, sorry, I was 5 minutes late there.
You can just blame the girls.
Yeah, I can blame the two of ye that ye stopped for a piss or something, I don't know. Anyway, I get the feeling that when the lads see the two of ye, they probably won't mind too much. I'd say, what's good? Yeah, whatever, Mark, so no bother at all. Like.
How are we getting on, girls? How are we doing? Just where are you from, huh? Are you Sligo girls? Just her plenty, huh? Sligo.
The boys are from Port Sumner. They wouldn't be, the populace wouldn't be that big. They see the same women every day, like.
Same 3 girls every day.
So, and they're already excited about coming down to Limerick, so, cheers, when they see 2 fine young ones we brought, Ray. Woo! There'll be some hot fuss show tonight now, let me tell you. They're pulling out all the stops. You're in for some mediocre entertainment. You won't. It's the height of, It's the very best in, how did you get a night go?
Just grand.
It's kind of like, more like, will we go somewhere else?
You're
Is
like,
it
it was good. It was
the
good
kind
crack.
of night where the chipper at the end of the night is the best bit.
The bathroom sausage. Oh, right, okay, speaking of chippers, right? Again, you're young ones, fair play to you. Did you ever have chipper friends growing up? I have this theory about chipper friends.
What's a chipper friend?
Right, my theory is, because I've seen it when I'm going out with single fellas, they go out and they find a young one and they say marvellous, and that young one says marvellous, and then her friend doesn't want her friend getting the shift off the fella, so she says, come on, I want to go chipper, come on.
Oh, running the interference
Yeah,
with the chipper.
come on, I don't care, come on, I want to go chipper, come on. Yeah, I've seen that so many times.
So you'd call them chipper friends.
I call them chipper friends, yeah.
Louise and Hannah in the back. Which one of you is the chipper friend in a night out?
Neither. We encourage.
Yeah.
Encourage.
We make someone else go to the chipper for us.
It's the jealous friend that is annoyed that she didn't get the shift.
But did you not find that, when you were young, when you went out and you all ended up back at the chipper, there was mighty
It's like the
crack
second
at the
nightclub.
It
The one
was.
Yeah.
is always like another nightclub.
Yeah, you probably have a better chance of getting the shift in Supermax.
Supermax
Supermax in Galway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Savage crack.
Definitely.
There's been more people got the shift in Supermax and Galway than it has in Halo. Or
definitely.
Carbon. Or
Yeah.
Probably.
Anyway, go on, we'll let you go until probably during the show. You're going to hear a big load of clips of the show now.
Well, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I don't know, can I walk around the pub with a laptop, an interface, two microphones, and a scatter cable?
Not. You're not bringing my MacBook into Limerick City, into the Smiths anyway.
Why not?
Well, you can at starting, but not.
Is there a button on the laptop similar to the
There's
car?
no Limerick feature on the laptop.
Yeah. There's no Limerick feature on that laptop, Max. It's a 2011 model.
Right.
They didn't have it back then.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that. That was an enjoyable journey. Thanks very much.
No bother. Thanks for coming
alive.
with me.
We made it.
Girls, enjoy your night.
So, Kendi, how are you now?
Yeah, so what you're hearing in the background that's our sound check going on,
Yeah.
which consists of our guitar player overplaying his guitar for 20 minutes. Don't tell him I said that though, right? Don't tell him I said that.
Do you think we'd get a few of your band members to
Definitely
come
not.
over and
No
say
way.
a few words, no?
You won't, like. You won't. It'll be too awkward, like.
We'd have to cut the Hot Fuss advertising budget and so.
I know, yeah.
They're not willing to come on and say a few words, you know? Johnny, you're the keyboard player and the guitar player in Hot Fuss.
That's right, the penis / guitarist, yeah. Misha.
Do you know that Mark, our very own Kendi, said that under no circumstances would any of the three boys in the band ever talk to us in the podcast?
I'll have a word with him after this now. That's not true. Like, of course I'd say a few words.
Would you be able to give us an insight into what he's like on the road?
Which? Kendi?
Kendi, yeah.
Aye.
Does he moan a lot? I get the impression he moans a lot.
I don't have to ask herself about that now.
Is Nicola, is it?
Nicola, yeah. Nicky know about them.
She's
more than I
always in
would.
the bookies though, you know.
I know. He doesn't know. Jeez, he usually comes to work now and he's fresh as daisy. Never word of him. Never complains.
Sound.
Yeah.
That's very good now.
The lads will come over now, sure, will they?
Well, get Mark over there now.
I'll
Get
get
the main
them over
man,
now,
Mark.
straight away, no bother at
Who's
all.
there now? You give him over and give him a shout.
I will, no bother.
Yeah.
Mind yourself.
Thanks very much, Johnny.
You're very welcome.
Cheers now, bye. That was the pianist and guitar player Johnny there now. He's gone over now to get the boss of the band.
Sponge on the top of this.
Jesus, that's Kendi Sponge.
Oh, fuck.
We're live here with Mark O'Reilly, the boss, the manager, the owner of Hot Fuss.
I don't like to call myself the owner or the manager, just the member
of
Hot Fuss.
The prime member.
The prime member, yeah.
Prime member. Now, the only thing I'll say to you is thanks very much
You're welcome, Ray.
for 37 episodes of sponsorship. Like the €100 you give us every week, just to mention the name of the band.
Brilliant.
Oh,
I'm glad you got it because
tell you.
I was posted every Monday morning and I was wondering if you got it or not. Fair play to you.
Sure, no bother at all.
Mighty,
no, it's great to be
mighty.
able to have that, you know.
Yeah.
And I have to say, because we had gone to Blue Moose first.
All right.
And Gorilla Radio.
Yeah.
And neither of them showed a whole lot of interest.
No.
They didn't think we'd have the reach,
Okay.
do you know,
Yeah.
public-wise. But there's the far side of 27 people listening to us on a weekly basis now.
And that makes you bigger than the three bands put together then, doesn't it? Well, fair play.
That's great. I'm after getting dizzy. That's funny there now. That is funny. Come here. I'd have to ask you a few background questions now. This
Yeah.
section of the podcast. Where did you first meet Kendi?
Where did I first meet him? He came for an audition.
So
and
he auditioned for this band.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh.
The bass player was leaving and
'Cause
then...
he let on that she contacted him.
No, that's
No.
lies, complete lies, yeah.
Right. So
He actually begged for the job and he went away and I said, look, it's, you know, you mightn't suit, but... And then he came back and he was crying. He sent a big long text. And you know these texts that you feel sorry for someone?
Oh, yeah.
So we
yeah.
gave him a second shot then. He came along then, so...
And on that note, we'll leave it going. Thanks very much, Bart. Fair play to
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
What do you think of the band?
I think the band are brilliant. They all look pretty fucking similar.
They're all wearing the same clothes. Will you tell me what you think of the band?
I think the band are fucking brilliant.
Tá sé go hunach ar fáil.
You're dead right.
They are hot fuckers.
What do you think of the band?
The band is absolutely harmless.
Harmless.
A harmless band. I'm from Monaghan, so
Well, that's I won't hold that against you, like.
thanks very much.
What did you think of them? I'll be honest now, because nobody listens to this.
Reed, okay, we were pure shock because we came in and they were playing. What was that?
pure 20s.
No, I can't remember the song, but you were playing a Belter of a song and it's the one you hear in a
20s
nightclub.
song.
And we were like,
was a nightclub song.
yes,
Okay.
we were like, is this how we know it was?
1920s.
Yeah, it was a nightclub song and we were like, is this fucking, I was like, it's the band, Tim. And she was like, yeah, it is, yeah. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, are we in Smith or fucking Icon?
Okay, fair
And
enough.
we were bopping. he has a good arse.
We
He
all...
has a
yeah,
good
okay.
arse.
Yeah, that's Mark. He's a good arse,
He
yeah.
has a good face as well.
Okay, fair enough.
So we hope you enjoyed the little road trip. It's now Tuesday evening, and I feel like I'm after coming out of war. I'm after landing back on the beach. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Because
We recorded a lot.
we recorded
About 16 hours of... We recorded the whole journey down and the whole journey back.
like an archaeologist, we still had to sift through the shit to find the bone from the pterodactyl.
Yeah. But we found it.
I nearly went cross-eyed here at one stage on Sunday, and I rang Ray. And I said to Ray, why do we bother doing this Prodigy shit podcast? I don't want to do it ever again.
You said, I'm done with podcasts.
Yeah, I'm done.
Finished. I don't want everyone to do it again. Why would anyone get into this? This is horrible.
When you came to me with the idea of let's go to Limerick,
Yeah.
I said, oh, like, wow, what a cool idea. Little did I know that Sunday, in the cold light of day.
And it was cold on Sunday.
Yes, it was.
I was hungover. I slept most of the way home.
Yeah.
That's why there was very little usable stuff from
There
the
was
way home.
Unless you wanted to hear Ray snoring, like, that's what. Let's never do it again, Ray.
Yeah.
Let's never try to record.
Let's never leave the box room again. There's safety here in the box room. Come here, fair play to the two girls for coming.
Fair play to two girls is right.
Yeah, in fairness now.
I couldn't believe when they found the lock to the boot, man. Holy God.
And they let themselves out.
Yeah,
in
unbelievable.
fairness.
Huh? They put their heads together. They said, right, we're getting out of this. It was like one of those new escape rooms that everyone's doing now. Team building. You know that?
A bonding session.
A team building exercise,
Yeah.
yeah. Get out of Kendi Skoda. Can I tell you something else as well? That's from the bottom of me, Kendi. You gave me, even though I was only with you for about an hour after the Spitz gig, we tipped into a place called Nancy Blake's in Limerick. And I was sober as a judge, obviously. I was the designated Kendi.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave me the best sober night out I've ever had, I think.
There's good tunes.
Man, we sat in the corner of this beautiful place. Tunes were blaring.
Yeah.
3 have been drinking, but
And-
not annoying.
And two of us baiting young fellas away from the girls.
Trying our best, man.
Because we leave them alone for a minute.
Yeah, you can't let them out of your sight.
And take our eyes off them.
Like, here was the rule that me and Ray had. If we can't have them, no one can.
That's pretty much it, yeah. We're taking these two girls home. Because
Yeah.
they live at home.
Yeah, and it's home is 2.5 hours away. But
Exactly.
it was unbelievable to settle in there and enjoy a marvellous night with 3. So I want to say a huge thanks to Hannah and Louise.
That's great.
And yeah.
We have a few wrap-up things in this week's episode.
Oh, we do.
Again, it is the Frankenstein of episodes.
Yeah.
It's well thrown together. Young Hannah's sister, Breege,
Yeah.
Hannah that was with us, she has a sister called Breege. She's down in Cork, and she was asking for a shout-out.
Breege, fair play to you.
Fair play to you. Sorry you couldn't come now on the trip too, but you weren't in Sligo at the right time.
No, that's all it was.
Catch the lift. Also, 'tis Cheltenham this week,
Tis Cheltenham this week.
and it made me think of something.
Mm-hmm.
I seen this little thing on Facebook during the week. You might get a bit of reaction or some of these.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nice little way to close out. 100 years ago, everyone owned a horse, and only the rich had cars. And today, everyone has cars, and only the rich own horses.
Oh, yeah, that's
Isn't that
true.
interesting?
That's true, yeah.
Do you want me to give you a few more little, nice things, thoughts to take away with you from this episode? What if my dog only brings back the ball because he thinks I like throwing it?
They're so selfless dogs.
Yeah. If poison is past its expiry date, is it more poisonous or is it no longer poisonous?
You're blowing the head wide open.
So this is good stuff to have a little think about. Which is the silent letter in the word scent? Is it the S or the C? Scent.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. Do twins ever realise that one of them is unplanned?
That's brilliant. Put that back. Put one of them back.
Maybe oxygen is slowly killing you and it just takes 75 to 100 years to fully work.
Oh,
No.
Ray.
Oh, stop it now. Every time you clean something, you just make something else dirty.
Yeah.
That's very true.
True.
too. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. The word swims upside down is still swims. You'd have to think
Is
that
it?
one. Yeah, it is. Intentionally losing a game of rock, paper, scissors is just as hard as trying to win.
I had to think about that one.
Yeah. This one's really a bit of a mindfuck. Your future self is watching you right now through memories.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you're messing with my noggin.
The doctors that told Stephen Hawking he had 2 years to live in 1953 are probably dead.
Well, so is he.
Oh, that's right. Or maybe this is a bit... This list might be a bit out of date. I knew there was something about that point when I was reading it earlier. I was going, there's something not right about that one. Oh.
Come here, Ray. The one part that didn't make it to the edit is when we pulled in Ballindine
For the Supermax.
for the Supermax. I ran into an old friend of mine from school called Chris Conley.
You did.
So, Chris, fair play to you.
What did I do?
You tried to record it.
I whipped out my mic.
Yeah, straight away. And it unfortunately didn't record.
It didn't.
Chris was with a fine young one called Laura Muldoon. Now, we have a listenership in Sligo, obviously. It seems to be...
Far side of 27.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Laura Muldoon is running for president of IT Sligo. So if you're a student of IT Sligo and you're listening to the two of us, I can't recommend her enough.
Yeah, she's better than Trump.
Then she is.
Yeah.
Honest to
Isn't
Jesus.
that the way we put it?
Yeah, better than Trump.
She's better than Trump.
She trumps Trump.
Yeah.
Now, for the 90 seconds I was talking to her, she blew me mind. And if you know someone that's in IT Sligo, please say Laura Muldoon for president.
Yeah. She'd be the one that'd be canvassing filling stations in Ballindine of a Saturday evening in the back of an Audi.
That's right.
That's what she'd just be doing. She'd be out trying to meet the people.
For the 2 minutes we chatted to her,
She's lovely.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. She could be-
Presidential.
she was very presidential. She was wearing a full suit and a red power tie.
Yeah, and she was standing on a podium.
She was.
Yeah.
So, Laura, fair play to you.
Yeah.
Go out and give it to them.
That's 38. Is that finished now?
Yeah, that's 38, man. Yeah.
Can we actually pull this one to a close and go, right,
Yeah.
2 weeks in the making? Thank God.
And we all just do now is just worry about the next one.
That'll start tomorrow.
Back at it. Ray. Do you
Yeah.
know what?
God.
Fair play to me.
And fair play to me, huh?
Good luck.
Pass you the Panadol. Good luck. Kendi, why are you stopping for a piss?
Because I'm Lewis. You filled me up with Coke. Not Coke, just Coke.
A bag or a bottle?
A bottle.
Ah, gee.
At Lashy.
I don't know.
Oh my God, it's massive. He's after taking it out there now. Mark, it's massive.
No, Ray, stop looking at it. I get subconscious about it. Ray. Stop. It'll hit you in the face if you're not careful.
The shadow from the other car's light.
Ray, stop, man, because I have to be joking about it and I kind of am subconscious about it, man. It's just too big, like. Ray, the doctor told me not to lift that heavy. Will you shake it?
How do you even handle that snake of a yoke? How does it even get into the jeans?
I know, I shouldn't be lifting that heavy, man. It's a fucking nightmare.
Nothing to see here.
No, lads, you won't find it till we're home. That's the truth now.
Jesus, the car feels like it's lighter.
It does feel lighter. I know.
It's